Forever here. I know I usually come with my face already done, but today we are doing a foundation first impressions on the TrueBlend Matte Liquid Foundation by Covergirl. I know you've all probably heard about it. They just came out with 40 shades. It's been taking YouTube over by storm. So we're going to test it out today and see if it is worth the hype, because people have been giving this raving reviews. So I'm about to read the website on what it says about this foundation. So it's the TrueBlend Matte Made Liquid Foundation. From your favorite CoverGirl foundation line comes a matte formula that isn't drying or cakey. TrueBlend Matte Made formula is developed with Flexi Hold technology. I don't know what Flexi Hold is. That creates a strong yet flexible film on skin for durability and comfort, while the mattifying powders absorb oil and minimizes pores for a soft, matte, flawless finish. Up to 12 hours of wear. So the claims of it is that it's a 12-hour comfort matte foundation, pore minimizing, oil control, transfer resistant in all 40 shades. So we're going to test out these claims. The last CoverGirl foundation that I tried was the Vitamin Healthy Elixir, and I really enjoyed that one. CoverGirl isn't a brand that I try often, but they're starting to intrigue me more and more. Now I will say, even though I am glad that they did incorporate 40 shades of this foundation, I do think that the deeper shades could have gone deeper. I feel like it's not the most even ratio of light, medium, and dark. That's just my personal opinion. I have the second to last darkest shade, and to me, I shouldn't be the second to last shade. This D80 shade is Soft Sable, and that is the same shade that I have in the Healthy Elixir one. I do have good expectations because I did enjoy the other foundation that I tried from them. So I have moisturized my skin already, but I am going to prime it, and then on this half of the face we'll use a brush, this half we'll use a sponge, and then we'll do check-ins throughout the day. It comes with a pump. I like that a lot. First I need to prime my face. Usually I use the Maybelline Baby Skin, but I want to switch it up today. So yep, I'm gonna go on ahead and apply my primer, Fenty Beauty primer, get into it. Funny enough, even though it's been super hot here in Michigan recently, and super hot for us is like 80 degrees, 85 degrees, 90 degrees. Today it's not that hot out, so it's a little annoying. I was hoping it'd be nice and hot for this little trial. Okay, so on this side we're gonna use a brush, and I'm gonna go in with my Morphe E6. This is my favorite of all time foundation brush. It's just nice flat top kabuki. It allows for you to still have coverage. I highly recommend it. I'm gonna go on ahead and put out one pump. Okay. That looks pretty close to my skin tone, yeah. And it looks very thick. Almost gives me Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation vibes, just off the consistency of it. She's very Nicki Minaj. Just applying it on my face, I don't feel like one pump is gonna take me very far. Honestly, I'm not very impressed with the coverage yet. That pump didn't take me very far, just like I thought. The coverage, I would say, is light to medium so far. Okay, CoverGirl, I'm gonna go on ahead and apply one pump on this side as well. Okay, this is one pump. And again, I know this is a little distracting. I'm about to fix it, you guys. But this coverage ain't the business. Not one pump anyway. This better be buildable, because I look like I have barely anything on my face. I think it looks equally the same with a brush or a sponge. So you could use either or. This time I'm taking two pumps because I need more coverage than this. I'm sorry. One thing it does differ from the Huda Beauty one is that damn sure doesn't have the same coverage. I'll tell you that much. Okay. So this is a little bit better. Definitely gave me some more coverage, so it is buildable. So I'm gonna let it settle into the skin a little bit, see if it mattifies, because right now it looks very radiant. It doesn't feel drying, and it doesn't look matte either. It looks satin to dewy. on me. Okay, so it has settled into my skin more, and by settled I mean it's dried down. It just still has a very nice radiance to it, as you can see, but it definitely has mattified since then. I do think that this gives you a very skin-like finish. You can still see your skin through it. So if you have like problematic areas on your skin, you might not like this because it's not the fullest of coverage. Okay, so now I'm gonna go on ahead and put on concealer and do the rest of my makeup, and I will be back. Okay, so I am back and I have completed my face makeup. So just to give you a quick rundown on what I did on my face. For my concealer, I mixed hazelnut and tan Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealers together, and then I set it with the Fit Me powder. And then for highlight, I used the Sugar Glow kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I mixed Gumdrop and Marshmallow to give it like a pink champagne-y shift, just to tie into this beautiful pink look. And then for my lips, I used a mixture of the Melania More Matte Lip Cream in Obsession, and in the center of the lips, I used the ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lippy in the shade Viper. Yeah, so that's what we did for the look. I always have this issue, but I'm noticing right along this area that my smile line has already shown through, which is annoying. Honestly, like on camera and a little bit in person, it looks like, it almost looks as though I don't even have foundation in this area. It's just not enough coverage. It makes me want to put a little more. I would say I otherwise look really good. I am just gonna put just a tad bit more on a sponge because I want to look nice. Okay, that looks a little bit better, but it didn't do anything to help with my smile line. So I'm just gonna leave it as is. Now to set it, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray, and we're not going to do any touch-ups to the face. I wanna see how this will last throughout the day, so I'm gonna go on ahead and set my face. Now this is a really good setting spray, so if this doesn't last, I know it's the foundation. Alrighty, so I'm going to give you guys a close-up on my face. Don't clock the lashes, you know we're still learning, but alrighty, so it is 2:30. We will do a check-in in a couple hours, and then we will do our final check-in at the end of the night. So stay tuned. Hi you guys, I am checking in. It is 6:01. So we did our first check-in at 2:30. So it's been about 3.5 hours. I haven't touched up my face. That's why I have this little predicament going on. But this is what my face is looking like. Honestly, I don't know, you guys. I think I look nice. I think I look okay. But all this around my mouth still just, for whatever reason, just doesn't look like there's any coverage there. I know there's foundation here because I put it on and I put another layer on, but it just doesn't look like the coverage I'm used to. My face still feels pretty matte. I haven't blotted it or anything like that. I will say though that my nose is starting to break down a little bit, but it's nothing too, you know, out of control or anything. The close up. And you see my smile line starting to show. I almost look like I have a mustache, and that is very upsetting. This is what my face is looking like. And I am back for the final check-in of the evening. It is 10:19, almost 10:30, so that's a good almost 8-hour day as we started at 2:30. This is what my face is looking like. I am gonna throw in a clip though of my nose. I just finished blotting my nose because it was pretty oily, but this is what my face is looking like. I did also touch up that little lipstick that was down there so that it wouldn't be a distraction. I just used a brush and kind of covered it. I didn't add any more product or anything. I think my face does look nice. Again, the smile line is pretty noticeable on this side. Not as bad on this side, but in this whole region, I just don't feel like there's any coverage for the amounts of product that I put on there. I feel like everywhere else on my face does look fine. When I did look into my 7 time magnified mirror. I did notice that my concealer in the deeper parts of my under eye bags, it did settle a little bit. And I usually don't have that issue with this concealer, but it could just be I just need to try a different concealer with this foundation or something. But like my highlight, blush, and everything else sat nicely on top of the foundation. So I am on the Covergirl site and I'm just looking at the claims again of this foundation. It says 12-hour comfort matte. This doesn't feel uncomfortable on my face, but I do feel it on my face now after an 8-hour day. As comparative to when I first put it on in the day, it did feel more lightweight. It's not anything terrible though. It's not the worst feeling. Pore minimizing. I don't have a major issue with pores, so I don't think that they are emphasized or lessened in any way. So I really can't fully test the pore minimizing part. Oil control. Again, I did have a little bit of issue with oil on my nose, but I did notice that I don't really have oil anywhere else, which I'm pretty impressed with for it being an 8-hour day. And I have foundations where even if I set my face with powder, I would have had an oil issue and would have definitely had to blot. Transfer resistant. Again, a lot of foundations claim to be transfer resistant, but almost no foundation is 100% transfer resistant. So yeah. My pros with this little guy here is that it does come in a very nice shade range. It is affordable. It is accessible. It seemed like it's not going to be an issue of, oh, if you're darker skin, you're gonna have to buy yours online and guess what your shade is. So I did appreciate that. It comes with a pump. The pump locks easily, so when you're traveling, there's not going to be any accidents. I forgot to say earlier that it is 1 fluid ounce, which is the typical amount that you get in a foundation. So for some, this may not be a con, but for me, just a tinge, just a little bit of the con is the coverage. I do wish it was a more full coverage foundation, but it didn't claim to be a full coverage. I would say that this is more of a light to medium, but buildable coverage foundation. I think it is buildable to about a medium to full coverage, but not full coverage, you know what I mean? Not like mind-blowing coverage. So if you have a lot of problematic areas on your skin that you're trying to cover, this might not be the foundation for you. If you're wanting just a light beat for work, if you're wanting just a little bit of something on the face, you know, something like that, then she's your girl. But that's about, you know, that's about it. And I just find it weird that, you know, in this whole area of my face, I just feel like no matter how much I put on, it wasn't enough coverage. So in the future, I would have to like put some concealer on or put some powder with some coverage if I were to wear this all over my face, which is a little weird. I don't know why. It gave me a mustache look. So that's a little problematic. So I would have to definitely manipulate this product for myself. You might not have that same experience, but that is a con for me. When I pick out a foundation, I want to just be able to pop it on and walk out the door. So that's my thoughts on this foundation. Would I recommend it? I would recommend it if you like I said, a more light to medium coverage. This isn't gonna be my favorite, I don't think. So out of 5 stars, I would give this a 3.5 because it's not perfect, but it's not a bad foundation. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a little manipulating, but for $8 versus like a $40 foundation, I ain't mad at it. I do think the price point's fair. Would I recommend it for my full coverage girls? No, I would not. If you don't care as much about coverage, like if you want a more light to medium, like I said, then this is your girl. Alrighty guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. That way you can see my future content. I do have a lot of content coming your way soon. I have a mukbang video coming soon. I have a video with one of my besties coming soon. I have a fashion video coming soon. Girl, I'm about to be popping the videos out like this. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I, as always, appreciate your guys' love, support, and patience with me. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.